Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Study With Me. Today I'm going to explain about another examples of prediction paper 1 for standard level. It is not guaranteed 100% the questions will appear in the exam, but you can treat this question as a mock test to check whether you are ready for the exam or to investigate what kind of topic that you are still struggling with, and then you can go back and then do some revision. If you find this video is helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and let the other friend knows about my channel to support me. And now let's get started. If 1.20 gram of magnesium metal reacts with excess hydrobromic acid, what volume of hydrogen gas is evolved at STP given the molar volume at STP 22.7 decimeter cube? So we've got mass, so we can calculate mole, which is 1.20 divided by 24, and to find volume is N equal to V N times Vm. So times Vm, which is 22.7, then you get 1.1. What is the approximate mass of 1.81 times 10 to the power 24 aluminum atoms? So to find first mass, we need N times Mr, and we don't have N, so to find N we can do N divided by number of atom divided by Avogadro's number. 1.81 times 10 to the power 24 divided by 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. So I will just put it here as the 18.1 times 10 to the power 23 and 6.02 times 10 to the power 23 as well. So you get around 3. So mole is 3, and for the atomic mass of aluminum is around 27 or 28.98, basically around 27, and you will get 81 gram. Barium hydroxide and phosphoric acid react according to the following equation. What volume of phosphoric acid is required to completely neutralize 50 centimeter cube of 0.03 molar barium hydroxide? So volume is known, concentration is known, so we can calculate mole of barium hydroxide, which is C times V. So 0.03 times 0.05, because it's in centimeter cube, so it's 0.0015. And now to find volume, we need N divided by C. We don't have N for phosphoric acid, but we can do mole ratio because we've got a mole of barium hydroxide. So mole of phosphoric acid would be 2/3 times 0.0015. That would be 0.001 mole. So we've got now mole of phosphoric acid, which is 0.001 mole, divided by the concentration, which is 0.1. So you've got 0.01 decimeter cube, which is 10 centimeter cube. Aluminum hydrogen carbonate will decompose to produce aluminum oxide, carbon dioxide gas, and water according to the following equation. If 0.3 moles of aluminum hydrogen carbonate decompose and 10.1 gram of aluminum oxide is collected, what is the percent yield? We need experimental yield for aluminum oxide and theoretical yield of aluminum oxide. For the experimental yield, we can calculate based on the mass here. So the mole would be 10.1 divided by 101.96 equal to 0.1 mole. Yeah, this is experimental yield. And then to get the mole of aluminum oxide, theoretical yield, we cannot do it because there is we can do it by using mole ratio from the mole of aluminum hydrogen carbonate. So N of aluminum oxide theoretical would be 1/2 times mole of aluminum hydrogen carbonate. That would be 0.15. So now percentage yield would be 0.1 divided by 0.15 times 100, which is 67%. Which species have the same electron configuration? 2, obviously yes, because they are the same element, only differ in number of mass and neutron. So 2, yes. And then now for the first option, we've got Ni with electron number 28. So that would be Ar 3d6 4s1, and then Cu plus, which is 29. So that would be Ar 3d10. And for Zn2 plus, that would be Ar 4s2 3d10. Okay, so 18, 20, 30, so 3d10 only. So for Ni is not the same. Thus, the first option is not the answer. Now let's do for the third option. Oxygen with 8, 2 minus number of electron is 10. F with number of electron 9 and -1 number of electron will be 10. And E, it's also 10. So the third one is correct. So C. Given below is the mass spectrum of the stable isotopes of rubidium. What is the relative atomic mass of rubidium? As you can see here, 85, it's around maybe 78%. And 87 is around maybe 23, 25%. Okay, so to know which mass spectrum of the stable isotope, of course, the one that is the most abundant isotope. So therefore, the relative atomic mass should be closer to rubidium, which is 85. So it's 85.5. Okay, because it's the most abundant isotope. So it should be closer to 85, not 87. The graph below shows the successive ionization energy for an atom of an element. Which element could be represented by this graph? As you can see, there is higher jump in the ionization energy, 3. Okay, so this the first ionization energy, this the second ionization energy. Therefore, 2 electron it's easier to remove, so it's +2. So valence electron is 2. We can see here oxygen is 2, 6, the electronic structure, because number of electrons is 8. Sulfur 16, 2, 8, 6. Be it's 2, 2. Mg 2, 8, 2. So these are not the answer. So we've got 2 valence electron here, 2 valence electron here. But the answer will be Mg. Be is impossible because there are many more electrons are lost. So this would be 2 electrons from Mg and then the other 6 electrons. So it's impossible. The answer would be Be. That's why the answer is Mg. Which gives the correct electron configuration for the chromium atom Cr and the monopositive chromium ion Cr+. Cr atomic electron number is 24, and Cr+, let's do the electron configuration. So that would be Ar 4s2 3d4, and this one would be Ar 4s1 3D, 4. Okay, so it needs to follow the half fill and full fill. So this should be 4s1 and 3d 5, and this should be 4s0 and 3d 5 because it's more stable. So the answer would be D. Which of the below statements about the halogen in group 17 are correct? The electron affinity for bromine is the energy required to add 1 mole of electrons to gaseous bromine molecules to form bromide ions. The one that is wrong here, it's molecule. It shouldn't be molecule, but gaseous bromine atom. Okay. The electron affinity for chlorine is smaller in magnitude than that of fluorine, as chlorine has a bigger atomic radius because it goes down a group after fluorine. So as the atomic radius is bigger, so it needs less electron affinity to add the electron compared to fluorine because it has smaller atomic radius. Therefore, it has smaller in magnitude. Correct. Potassium reacts more vigorously with chlorine than with bromine. Chlorine is more reactive than bromine. That's why, so it will react vigorously with potassium because chlorine is more reactive than bromine. So the answer will be B. An atomic nucleus is surrounded by 2 occupied electron shells, as shown below. It has 7 proton and 9 neutron. So proton that is 7, it's nitrogen. But as you can see, here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electron. It means it has 2 extra electron. It's an ion. However, the atom itself is a nitrogen that belongs to group 15. A neutral atom of element X has the electron configuration shown. Element X reacts with oxygen gas O2 to produce an oxide material. What type of bonding occurs in this oxide material? It has 3 shells. 3, so it's period 3. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 valence electron. Therefore is group 4. So it's 284. Its number of proton or electron is 14. So it's silicon. Silicon, when it reacts with oxygen, will form silicon oxide that has giant covalent bond. A powder solid sample is found to contain 2 ionic compounds. Which of the following are possible formula for this compound? When we see these compounds, we can actually check the cation that is involved, which is K plus, okay, K plus, and then Al 3 plus, and NH 4 plus, and Ca 2 plus. For an ion, there is SO4 2 minus, PO4 3 minus, CO3 2 minus, and at HCO3 minus. So this is the cation and this is the anion. So NH4SO4 and H4 plus SO4 2 minus. So should be NH4 2 SO4. Okay, so this is incorrect. Now let's check CaCO3. Ca2 plus CO3 2 minus cancel out, then this should be CaCO3. Also no. Let's check this one. Al3 plus CO3 2 minus crisscross, that would be Al2 CO3 2. Wrong. So now K2SO4, K plus SO4 2 minus, so K2SO4, correct. Al3 plus HCO3 minus, crisscross, that would be AlHCO3, 3, correct. The answer is D. What are the strongest intermolecular forces present in gases CF4? CF4, the dipole moment cancel out, therefore it's a nonpolar and it has London dispersion force. Which of the below gives substances in the correct order of increasing boiling point? The key here, the greater molecular mass, the greater London dispersion force. If we compare between Cl2 and Br2, Br2 has higher molecular mass than Cl2, therefore it has higher boiling point. And if we compare IBr and ICl, IBr has higher molecular mass than ICl, therefore the highest boiling point, it would be IBr, and the lowest one, Cl2. So it's B. Based on the periodic trends, which metallic element would be expected to have the highest boiling point? Lithium, it has +1, beryllium +2, potassium +1, and calcium +2. So we cancel this. Now between beryllium and then calcium, which one that has smaller atomic radius? It's Be, because Be has smaller atomic radius than calcium. It means it has stronger metallic bond, so it will have higher boiling point. So the answer, it's B. Hydrogen chloride gas can be produced from the reaction from gases hydrogen and chlorine. Approximate bond enthalpies of these molecules are given below. So delta H would be reactant, because this is the bond enthalpy, reactant minus product. So the reaction would be H2 plus Cl2 equal to 2HCl. So 2 H2 440 plus 240 minus 2 times 430, which is negative 180 kilojoule per mole. So it's exo. The answer will be B. This one is endo, this one is endo, this one is exo, but it's negative 250, not negative 180. That's why the answer is B. Which of the following statements are true? Temperature is a measure of the maximum kinetic energy of the water molecule. Okay, so the kinetic energy of molecule in material can keep increasing as it gets hotter. Temperature shows the average kinetic and the average energy of molecules, but for an ideal gas, the average kinetic energy is proportional to the T. Okay? So the maximum change in temperature is measured when there is no loss of heat to the surroundings. And this one, it means, is incorrect. A change in temperature of 1 degree Celsius is equal to a change in temperature of 1 Kelvin. So degree Celsius to Kelvin causes the value increases by 273, but the change in temperature is not affected since increments in the two-unit system are the same. The theoretical maximum change in temperature is proportional to the enthalpy change of the reaction. This change in temperature is proportional to the absorbed energy, which is Q, which is proportional to the enthalpy change of reaction. C. Why does a reaction occur faster at higher temperature? The number of molecules with energy equal or greater than the activation energy increases, of course, because E would be the same or equal, bigger or equal to activation energy. The molecules collide more frequently, correct? The activation energy of the reaction is lower. This by adding catalysts, not occur at the higher temperature. So this is the effect of the catalyst. Therefore, the answer is 1 and 2 only. This is the energy. Which of the following is correct combination for the graph above? For J, this is the activation energy. This is an endothermic reaction. So when we add the catalyst, it just lower the temperature, or it just lower the activation energy, or give an alternative pathway. So this one with no catalyst, and this one with catalyst, and L is delta H, which is positive. So the answer will be B. It is an endothermic. H2 plus I2 produce 2 HI, KC54. What about HI? Produce half H2 and half I2. So it's reverse, which is Kc to the power negative 1, and half of the coefficient, so that would be square root Kc. So 1 over 54, but square root. The answer is C. Consider the following reaction. At time t, the quotient Q is equal to 4.2 times 10 to the power negative 3 mole squared decimeter to the power negative 6. As the reaction proceeds, the pressure inside the reaction vessel increases. What can be deduced about the value of Kc? When the pressure increases, so it will shift to the number of lower gas molecule. And as you can see here, here is 4, here is 2. So it will shift to the left, shift left. So when it shifts to left, Kc will be smaller than Q because the yield decreases. So the answer will be A. The reversible reaction of NaClO with CH3COONA is shown below. Why does the addition of CH3COONA affect the position of equilibrium? When we add CH3COONA, it will provide CH3COO minus ion, right, into solution, and this will react with H plus from HClO, then will form CH3COOH. Therefore, CH3COONA, so this will be acid, so this will be conjugate base, this will be conjugate acid, and this will be acid. So CH3COONA is the conjugate base of CH3COOH. In a reaction between an excess of potassium carbonate and 2 mole of hydrochloric acid, how much water is produced in mole? Potassium carbonate, so that will be K2CO3, react with HCl, will produce KCl plus H2O. So this will be 2 and this will be 2. 2 mole of hydrochloric acid. So how much water is produced in mole? That would be 1 over 2 times 2, which is 1. Which of the following solution will produce a neutral solution when reacted with 0.05 mole of sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Okay, so we have 2H plus. So we need 2 OH minus as well. Therefore, A and B is not the answer. So we need CaOH2 because it will have 2 OH minus. And when we check the mole here is 0.1 times 2, which is 0.2. And this one 0.025, times 2, which is 0.05. Neutralize. Okay, D. What is the sum of the coefficients when the following redox equation is balanced? So we've got Br minus and then Br2. So this will be 2Br plus 2 electron. Now it's balanced the charge. And O2 becomes H2O. So that will be 2 H2O because O should be 2. And now we've got 4H here. So we can add 4H plus at this side. Now it's balanced for H and O, but not the charge. So here is plus 4. So we can add 4 electron to make it balanced. So now we need to make the electron balance for both half reaction by multiple 2 and then this one 1. Now electron is balanced, so it will be 4 Br minus becomes 2 Br2, but this one it stays the same. So O2 will be 1, Br minus will be 4, H plus 4, H2O2, and then Br2 is 2. This total will be 13. In a given reactivity series, element Y is the most reactive, and then X is the least reactive. So Z is in the middle. So Y is the most reactive, can replace Z, but it has no reaction, therefore it's wrong. X is the least reactive, cannot replace Z, but there is a reaction, wrong. Z is the middle reactive, cannot replace the most reactive, so there is a reaction here, is also wrong. X is the least reactive, cannot replace Z because it is more reactive, so therefore there is no reaction, correct. In the reaction below, which of the statements below is correct if the reaction is assumed to be spontaneous? Let's check the oxidation number. So this one will be -6 plus 5 because should be this not 3 minus but minus only. This one plus 1, this one 0, this one plus 2, this one -2 and plus 2, and this one -2 plus 2 plus 1. Hydrogen is reduced, no, because it stayed the same. Now we check. In the voltaic cell, this is spontaneous, yeah? Gas would appear at the cathode. As you can see here, for N, reduce. At the cathode, it's reduction. So 2NO3 aqueous produce 2NO gas. So there is NO gas at the cathode because it's reduction. Correct. In an electrolytic cell, copper metal will appear at the cathode. Copper here is oxidation, right? Because 0 to plus 2. But in an electrolytic cell, the power source drives reverse, as now it's a spontaneous. So Cu will be will experience reduction. Okay, so the reaction would be Cu2 plus 2 electron becomes Cu. So there will be copper metal at the cathode. So the one that before its oxidation in the spontaneous reaction now becomes reduction because now it's non-spontaneous because electrolytic cell. Okay, so the Cu plus will be at the cathode. Therefore, the answer is only 1 and 2. The condensed structural formula of an organic compound is shown. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? So this Cn will be nitrile. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It has alkyl at the C, number 3. So and the total the main change, it has 4C, so it's butane, and 3 methyl. Propane and propene both react with elemental bromine. By which type of mechanism does each reaction occur? So for propane, CH3, CH2, CH2, when it reacts with Br2, okay, this one CH and then this one CH would be replaced by Br through the free radical substitution, because this will break, becomes bromine radical. So free radical substitution, because it's alkane, so it will just substitute, not to add. Now propene. Propene has double bond, CH2, CH2, and then CH3. When it reacts with bromine, it will add one Br here and then one Br here. So it is an electrophilic addition. Therefore, the answer is A. A polymer is produced from 3-methylpentane. 3-methylpentane, let's draw, and let me just make it smaller so you can see. Here, 3-methylpentane, so HCH, CH, double bond C, CH3, and then CH2, and CH3. Okay, so which of the following is possible structural formula of this polymer? So we can do CH3, CH2, CH3, and then CH and CH3. So for CH2, CH3, it comes from here, okay, and then C, this C, and then CH3, this CH3. So this is the double bond, CH, this one, and then CH3, okay. So that would be A. All right, that's all for the explanation chemistry paper 1 standard level prediction question. Again, as I mentioned before, it is not 100% guaranteed this question will be appear in the exam, but at least these questions follow the IB exam style question that you could use to do a mock test, or to check whether you are ready for the exam, or simply to check what kind of topic that you're still struggling with, so you can go back and then do some revision on that particular topic. And if you find this video is helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and let your other friend knows about my channel to support me. Thank you for watching, and bye.